Welcome back to Anything You Want, the channel where emotions meet stories, and where we dive deeper than the headlines. If you love tales that blend glamour with genuine feeling, make sure to subscribe, hit that like button, and if you'd like to help us continue sharing these heartfelt moments, join our channel for exclusive updates and behind-the-scenes insights. There are red carpet appearances, and then there are moments that feel like cinematic epiphanies. What Kerem, Bürsin and Hande Erçel created on that shimmering can evening was not just a dance, but an event that seemed to suspend time itself. Beneath the grand chandeliers, under the soft gold light reflected from the Riviera, two familiar figures became the world's most watched heartbeat. Their performance wasn't planned to conquer algorithms, yet it swept across them like a wave of light. Within hours, clips of the dance were lighting up every corner of social media, amassing millions of views and sparking a cascade of awe, admiration, and affectionate disbelief. The scene was simple yet electric. Hande, radiant in an elegant gown that whispered rather than shouted luxury, and Kerem, strikingly composed in his tailored tuxedo, moved together as though the air itself had rehearsed with them. They danced to a French love song that seemed to understand their story better than any interview ever could. The world watched as they turned, smiled, and lost themselves for a moment too perfect for words. The love that flickered in their eyes wasn't performed, it was lived. Viewers commented that it felt like a film that had finally found its ending. Others called it the most romantic moment of the year, and few could disagree. As the melody carried them across the floor, the audience around them fell into a hush. There are thousands of glamorous moments in Cannes every year, but this one rose above them all, not for extravagance, but for authenticity. When Kerem gently lifted Hande and spun her in the soft glow of the chandeliers, laughter escaped her lips, the kind that belongs to people who have forgotten there are cameras nearby. That single twirl became immortalized in countless photos and videos that traveled across oceans. Within hours, international outlets were publishing spreads of the couple's dance, calling it the Cannes moment that redefined romance. From Spain to South America, from Italy to Turkey, the same theme echoed through captions and comments. Erçel and Bürsin's chemistry transcends language. Social media exploded with admiration. Fan accounts edited slow-motion versions of the dance, pairing it with nostalgic love songs or ambient piano instrumentals. Others recreated the choreography in their own videos, turning it into a social media phenomenon. The hashtag #HandeKerem dance took over TikTok and Instagram Reels, while fans on Twitter flooded timelines with the caption, "Two souls dancing as one." Have you watched their dance yet? Tell us in the comments, did you feel the same magic the world did? And don't forget to show love by liking this video and subscribing to Anything You Want, where we turn unforgettable celebrity moments into stories that live beyond the screen. When the couple returned home, Istanbul airport transformed into a stage of excitement. Hundreds gathered, their applause echoing down the terminal as Hande and Kerem stepped out, hand in hand, into the bright lights of the flashbulbs. Hande's smile seemed endless, glowing with the warmth of someone who had just lived a fairy tale. Reporters crowded them with questions, but Kerem's answer came not in words, but in a glance. He turned toward Hande, smiled softly, and said, "We can't forget this dance." That line alone set off a second wave of online obsession, interpreted by fans as a romantic confession in disguise. Photos of their return went viral within minutes. One shot, showing Kerem holding Hande's hand while she turned to laugh, became a global favorite, captioned thousands of times with phrases like "their energy transcends the screen" and "some stories are written without dialogue." Spanish magazines praised their effortless harmony, calling it the rare chemistry that even Hollywood envies. But perhaps what makes this story endure isn't just the glamour or the elegance, it's the sincerity that people sensed beneath it. The dance was choreographed for the event, yes, but what unfolded between them felt spontaneous. The way Kerem guided her across the floor, the way Hande rested her head on his shoulder, it was as if two old souls were reuniting mid-performance. Social media flooded with emotional reactions. "A few seconds of dancing moved us to tears," one user wrote. "Their eyes say everything words can't." Rumors followed quickly, as they always do. Was this dance a symbolic rehearsal for a wedding? Was it a quiet announcement, expressed through music and motion rather than microphones? The tabloids called it the moment that reignited speculation, and industry insiders began whispering that the couple's closeness was no longer just nostalgia. Every shared glance, every small touch, became material for theories. Fans across continents dissected body language like art historians reading brushstrokes. Still, neither Hande nor Kerem confirmed anything. Their silence only intensified the fascination. Then came the night's poetic coda. Hande, later that evening, posted a photograph from the event with the caption, "Some moments stay etched in the heart for a lifetime." Within hours, it surpassed 1 million likes. The comment section turned into a virtual standing ovation, with fans repeating one line again and again, "That moment you danced with Kerem." Not long after, Kerem replied with a single sentence that felt like a love letter disguised as a memory, "Time stops when you dance together." The exchange was enough to reignite the collective heartbeat of their fandom, generating headlines across Europe and Latin America. From Cannes to Istanbul, from magazine covers to TikTok feeds, one truth became impossible to deny: what happened on that dance floor resonated far beyond the event itself. It wasn't just choreography, it was chemistry made visible. And in an era when so much feels artificial, that authenticity turned their dance into something sacred. Experts in media and performance noted the same. "You can't fake that level of harmony," one critic remarked. That wasn't just performance, it was connection. Others pointed out that the line between their on-screen romance and their real-life bond had finally blurred beyond recognition. "They don't act love," a journalist wrote. "They remember it." Tell us, the viewers, what do you think? Was this the beginning of a new chapter for Hande and Kerem, or simply the continuation of a timeless bond? Share your thoughts below, and if you'd love to see more in-depth stories about Turkey's most captivating celebrities, make sure to subscribe and tap the join button to help our channel grow. The echoes of Can haven't faded yet. Every day, new edits of their dance appear online, paired with new songs, new interpretations, and millions of new hearts melting at once. Whether it was destiny, artistry, or love itself that guided their movements that night, one thing is certain: Kerem Bürsin and Hande Erçel turned a fleeting moment into a legend. And legends, as we know, don't belong to the night, they belong to those who keep watching. Thank you for staying with us here on Anything You Want. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more stories that explore the beauty of real emotions behind the glamour. Until next time, keep dancing, keep believing, and remember, sometimes one dance can tell the whole story.